Finally watched Mi Vida Loca, and I feel disappointed in myself for not watching it sooner. I was not expecting to like this movie as much as I did and be as interested as I was in this movie for how old it is and how some of the acting is kind of booty. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be straight up. But overall, the story kind of mimics Menace to Society. And if one of you guys have watched both movies, you guys understand what I'm talking about. From story to characters a bit. It's something that I'm proud of, not because like I grew up in LA or anything of their background or anything, but I am Mexican. Well, some background. I am Mexican, and those vatos, the jainas and all that, or the cholo world is very persistent with Mexicans in this movie, or Chicanos, as some might say. And I think it it was a movie that just inspired me to be like, dang, bro, like hardships and the being in gangs and just it didn't pull me into it, but it dove a space in my heart where I was just like, I can appreciate for this for what it is, and understanding that some people back in the 80s and 90s did live some lives similar to this, and how the differences between time has been seen where the story takes place, especially like visiting California years later, and understanding that these people, although fictional characters, have some truth to them, whether it's the girls or the guys, the situations, the problems that are had in this movie. And overall, I think even though it's not the highest quality movie, I'd give it a 7 out of 10 for overall storytelling. Acting brought it down a bit, but that was just a few characters, and I think the pacing of the movie was a little bit rushed in some moments. And overall, I'm glad I saw this movie. And to anyone, no matter where you come from, what your background is, I recommend this movie 100%, especially if you grew up in LA in the 80s and 90s, if you're an old head watching this. And if you had people or family or friends that grew up in that area, in that era as well, in the influences of music, media, and just style. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I'd give it a 7 out of 10.